Item. SCP-444. Object Class. Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Instances of SCP-444 identified outside Foundation custody are to be isolated or destroyed with extreme prejudice. The Foundation's instances of SCP-444 are to be kept under Type A Hazardous documentation protocols. Translators are to have no more than 12 hours weekly access to SCP-444 and must undergo weekly linguistics and psychological examinations. Individuals compromised by SCP-444 are to be isolated and prevented from making vocalisations and are to be terminated unless they are required for testing protocols. Rapid Response Task Force Omicron-11, aka Burke's Boys, is to be used wherever possible due to the deaf nature of its members. Description: SCP-444 is a linguistically conveyed memetic virus. SCP-444 takes the form of a valid and coherent, if limited, language. Individuals exposed to SCP-444 assimilate it and lose their ability to use or learn other languages, although they typically retain their ability to understand previously understood languages. Written examples of SCP-444 require extended contact, but verbal exposure has effect after only a few sentences. The mechanism for this change is still unknown. SCP-444's written form has a unique alphabet of geometric shapes read in a radiating pattern from the center. Systematic examination of SCP-444, primarily in experiments 444-7, 444-13 and 444-17, reveals that it lacks the ability to express several concepts including rebellion, hatred, anger. Redacted. Re-examination of the data from experiment 444-17, gathered from MRIs, live electrode examination and dissections of infected brains, confirms that SCP-444 causes significant alterations to human brain structure, chemically severing, redacted, of the brain. This, not the reduced vocabulary, is believed to cause the altered mentality of the infected. The primary area of Foundation research into SCP-444 currently is to isolate the source. SCP-444 is to be considered a hostile invasive weapon. Since 1900, instances of SCP-444 exposure have been recorded, typically among migratory workers or the underclass in depressed urban areas.